All right, so basically I had to do this video in two parts. So this is basically all our stuff is getting ready to be moved out of here so that we can make room for the sheetrock guys to come in. We want to have everything off this floor so they can come in and just get it done. All right, we took that railing off so that they can take that sheetrock and put it everywhere they need to be, where it needs to be. And that little thin piece of wood that's coming up the steps, we're going to take that off and reinforce it. Like I said, we're going to come in here and do a total rehab of this house, and we want it to be a good rehab. You know, everything's going to be strong for whoever buys this house. So you might want to be paying attention. If you're looking to buy a house, you need to be paying attention to my videos because this might be something you're interested in. This house is 1,200 square feet, right? 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. Because of the way the floor is set up, there was really no room to add another bathroom downstairs, which I really wanted to do. But it would take up so much floor space, we didn't think it was worth it. All right. So from the door, this is just waiting for switches. All right. We have a switch here for the outside porch, a switch for this living room, and also a switch for the upstairs hallway. Right? Most people are not going to give you all that. All right? That's one of the things we added. This wall here, that's the plumbing that's going on upstairs into the bathroom. Right? Box that out, is ready for sheetrock. Those blue and red lines, that's the water line. All right? Had my cousin Kev coming here. He did an excellent job running that water line. It's good to go. Right? He ran the water for the whole house. Really good price. Get at me if you need his information. I'll take care of that for you. All right. 125 sheets of sheetrock. Okay. We good to go. Again, stuff that people are not going to do. This is a switch. I'm sorry. That's a receptacle right there. See that metal plate? That's to protect, so when those guys come in and do the sheetrock, they don't run into that line and maybe put a screw or a nail into that line, right? We did that all over the house as an extra precaution, just so that when somebody comes in behind us, they won't make a mistake and cut into your electric line, all right? Into the dining room. We built this closet here. Well, not really a closet. That's the basement steps. But we built the frame around it so that at least you can have some hooks and a shelf up there so that you can hang your coat on the first floor. Okay? You'll see when it's done that that's going to be an added feature. So if you walk around, you see that all the radiators are off the wall, right? We made a conscious decision to keep the radiators in here because one, the pipes are all good, the radiators are all good, and everybody doesn't like central air. I have central air in my house. I never turn it on. I don't like it in the wintertime with the heat because it's only warm when it's blowing. That radiator, the heat, the reason why they call them radiators is because the heat radiates off of it. That heater, once that radiator heats up, it's going to keep your house at a nice temperature for a longer period of time. So you're saving money, okay? All right, kitchen. That's the wall where the cabinet's going to go, all right? See, all the electric is already run. You're basically going to have, when we put these cabinets in, you're going to have counter space all the way down that wall, right? Where the plumbing is coming out right there, we're going to actually move that over and put the sink under that window, okay? So this is going to be all counter space. This is going to be where the stove and the oven is. All that stuff is going to be on this wall right here. Again, the electric is already run. Right there is where you're going to have your sink. That radiator goes up there behind that window right there. And then this is where your refrigerator is going to be, on that wall right there. Right here, we're going to build more counter space here, like a little island right here. You'll see when we get to it that there'll be an island there with cabinet space underneath. So you're going to have plenty of cabinet space because we're going to have cabinets along this wall, above and below, right? So you'll be able to store everything you need right in your kitchen. All right. Lights already in place in the ceiling, ready to go. Okay. So that's your kitchen. Try to move real quick. I don't want to hold y'all too long. But I don't know if you remember in some of my earlier videos, these steps were weak. They've been tightened up already. They're good to go. These floors, the floors, we thought we were going to be able to save the floors. But if you see, the flooring upstairs is way worse than the floors downstairs. So we're going to replace these floors. All right, probably with a nice laminate. It's going to be nice. Okay, top of the line stuff. Let's see. Let's start in the back room since we're back here. All right, so there used to be a closet where that green paint is. There was a built-in closet there. We took that out because remember, there used to be a wall here that actually had a door from the second bedroom to the third bedroom. So we took that wall out, took the whole wall out, and built a closet. So you'll see, and this is talking about having a quality contractor that knows what he's doing, okay? This framing, the way it's set up, once this is sheetrocked, you'll be able to walk in and put a door into that hole and almost walk away. It's going to fit perfectly inside that frame, and this will be the closet for this room, right? With space above it that you can put a shelf above, okay? The ceilings upstairs weren't that bad, so we left the ceilings. The drywall guys, they can go right over top of these ceilings with no problem. They'll find the studs and knock it out, all right? That blue box right there, that is for the smoke detectors. You need to have smoke detectors that are electrically run and not just run by batteries, okay? Don't just stick smoke detectors around the house and think it's a good job, all right? Light, remember. All right, so the hallway, again, you have the switch for the light in this hallway and the switch for the living room downstairs. That's what you call a three-way switch, okay? Again, they're going to sheetrock right over these walls. It's going to be nice, okay? Closet in the second room, same thing. Better drop that door in there. Nice, nice, nice. Receptacles around the room. And one of the things that we did, which is the added feature, is that in every room of this house, there are 4 receptacles, right? 1, 2, 3, and then 4, okay? 4 receptacles in every room, but only 3 of them are on a line directly down into the box, okay? The other one is connected to the next room, okay? And the reason why we did that is that if you blew a circuit breaker in this room, you're always going to have one working receptacle in that room. Most people tie all 4 into one box, into one line, send it downstairs. So if that circuit breaker flips over, you have no power in that room. In my houses, you're going to have electric in your room no matter what, unless the whole house goes out. All right. Bathroom. Okay, it's ready to be framed out. They're going to come in here. Ready to be sheetrock. They're going to come in here, put that sheetrock in there and knock it out. Bathroom set in place. Plumbing set in place. Is ready for the shower. We have the pipes here for the sink, for the toilet. We moved that toilet over. I don't know if you know in the earlier videos, but the toilet used to be where that G is. Which when you were on the toilet, you could actually put your feet in the tub. We didn't think that was good, so we moved, even though it was an added expense, we moved that toilet over, okay? We're going to replace that skylight up there, put a new roof up there, be good to go. All right. Front room, this tub is heavy. It's going to take about 4 people to get that out of here. Again, we protected those receptacles, those switches and receptacles on the wall to make sure that these guys don't drill into them. All right. All right. This closet right here is built because the original closet is in that little space right there. So we built that closet out. I would have liked to take this closet and bring it all the way across this room, but that radiator goes against that wall, right? And it would just take up too much space in the room to try to build a closet in here the full length of the room. So that's the most space that we could get without taking away the floor space of the room. All right, so let me tell you some of the challenges of rehabbing these houses. One is always about money, right? We bought this house for cash, but there were, some funding that was lined up to do the rehab that didn't come through, right? So then we had to deal with our reality. What are we going to do now? And the reality is what we had to do is we had to go into our reserve, okay? If we didn't have that reserve, we'd be in a whole lot of trouble. Because now not only do we have a house that we paid cash for, but we basically gut it all out and somebody else may not see the value of that, okay? So we in here, we basically in too deep to stop, right? We're going to get the money from somewhere, and there's money out there, different lenders and things you can use, but we wanted to try to eliminate as much debt as possible. So for that reason, we just go into our reserves. So like I said, it's taking us a little bit longer, but we're getting it done. So have your money lined up prior to you going into one of these investment properties. I mean, lined up, like where you know for sure that all you gotta do is sign the papers basically, and you can get that money. Other than that, you're gonna run into problems where, you're gonna have some unnecessary delays, and you may be paying, if we bought this house on some kind of mortgage or something like that, we'd be paying notes on something that we can't even get no benefit on and not knowing when we're gonna be finished, okay? So don't let them gurus take your money. I watch these dudes on Instagram every day talking about how easy it is, and they jumping in and out of cars and jumping in and out of planes, and they showing you that it could be done, this and that, whatever. But if you don't have those contractors lined up right, all right, if you're not paying people the way you're supposed to pay them, and a lot of this stuff is smoke and mirrors, basically a pyramid scheme. The people that get in last are paying for the people that got in the beginning, because they playing with y'all money. They playing with your money. And you need to watch these people. You don't give nobody control over your money. You have to watch them. Contractors, right? Had a brother come in here, trying to look out for the brothers. How much sheetrock the house? He gave me a price. I'll tell you the price. It's no secret. He told me $4,500 to sheetrock the house, right? I just walked you around the whole house. 125 sheets of sheetrock, right? Man told me $4,500. Called a man back a few weeks later as we get closer to the point, and I'm like, you said you would sheetrock the house for me for such and such dollars. He's like, oh, let me come back and take a look at it. Brought the brother back. You know what he told me? That $4,500 went to $15,000 now he wants to sheetrock the house. Right? Then you're going to be nice. I'll do it for you for 12. So I'm just looking at him like, okay, I'll get back with you. Right? He sends me a text. For you, I'll do it for 10. Right? So I called one of my men, It's all about networking. Called one of my men, my homies, Can you recommend somebody to come do the sheetrock? Send a Mexican guy to me, right? Mexican guy gives me a price, $3,200 to sheetrock this house. $3,200. Where the brother was charging me 3 times as much. I asked the brother, how long is it going to take you to finish sheetrocking this whole house? About a month. I got to bring my whole crew in. It's going to take us about a month. You know, I got an 8-man crew. I said, okay, no problem. I'll let you know. Asked the Mexican guy, how long is it going to take you to sheetrock this house? He said, 3 days to pull it up. 3 days to compound and spackle. We be out of there in a week. For a third of the price and a third of the time. You got to do better than that. You know what I mean? Ask the sister, brought somebody in, give me a price for that plumbing, right? Gave me a price, $4,000 to run plastic plumbing. It's a 1-day job. Then I remembered, man, my cousin a plumber. He been a plumber all his life. His father had him doing plumbing jobs when he was 9 years old. Now we've in our 50s, right? Called my cousin, he come in there, nice price. A third of what this other person was trying to charge me. You know what I mean? So with that, I'm trying to encourage you. I don't want to discourage you from going out and doing this thing because the possibilities are real. What I want you to do is be smart. Don't let people play you. Stay ahead of the game. Do your research. Know what this thing is really about. You understand? And I wanted to show you the basement, but there's no power down there today because I took the cord out. But this whole I'm gonna get this house because of the price of what he charges us to sheetrock the whole house. I'm gonna get him to sheetrock the basement too, right? And then there's an entrance from the basement out into the yard. I don't know if you can see that gate, right? Look how long that yard is. That yard goes all the way back to that wall back there. Okay? That's a huge yard. Like if you see the neighbor's yard. From there all the way back to those trees up there. Right? We're going to make this a fabulous house. This is going to be a house that you would like to entertain with. You know, when people come in your house, just be like, wow. I'm gonna put a guarantee right now before I hang up. I'm going to guarantee you that this house is on 61st Street, right? Any house on 61st Street from Market Street, north of Market, all the way up to Lansdowne, this house is going to be the best house. Not on the block, but I'm saying this house is going to be the best house from Market Street all the way up to Lansdowne Avenue. There's not going to be a house with a better rehab than the house that we're going to put in here. You understand me? Now, some of them may have central air and these little fancy things, but like I said, I don't like central air, right? But in terms of a good rehab, that a person will be able to come into this house and live maintenance free for the next 10 years, it's going to be this house right here. And it's going to be gorgeous. Do you understand me? The floors, the ceiling, the lighting, everything is going to be gorgeous. That's my guarantee. So with that, peace. Enjoy your day. And for those Muslims that are fasting, Ramadan Mubarak.